Hello, Win. It's April 20. Happy 20. Happy April 20 to you. It's been like a week. More than a week? I haven't slept in a. I haven't slept. I haven't. What is insomnia? Is insomnia where you can't sleep at all? Or is insomnia where you sleep very little? I watched the movie Fight Club recently. Good movie. Good movie. The guy couldn't sleep in Fight Club. I can sleep, but it takes several hours, and I lie awake, just tossing and turning, trying to fall asleep, but unable to. So this week, I thought we would educate ourselves. Did I already say it's April 20? Yes, it's today's date. We're gonna find out what 0% APR means today. When I say 0% APR, what do you think of? Because I think of car ads. I think of car ads like the all-new 2024 Chevrolet, Honda, something pickup truck. They never say the price. They never say it's like, this thing's $50,000. But they always say you can get it for like 0 APR, 0% APR. But I don't know what it means. So I thought this week we go on a journey, me and you, and we discover together what 0% APR means. All right, I have my mom's iPad, so let's begin on this educational journey. So today we're gonna try and figure out what the heck does 0% APR mean? So we know what that is. That's a number. We're gonna put that over here to the side. We're gonna take this over here. We're gonna focus on that for the majority of the video. Now, through this course of this video, we're gonna go from not knowing what APR means to knowing what that shit means, all right? We're gonna go from being ignorant to being knowledgeable. I don't know how to spell that. Hopefully at the end of this video, I will know what 0% APR means. I will be happier for it. I will be healthier for it. I will be less depressed for it. Now, let's talk about being less depressed. What's the key to being less depressed? Well, the medical professionals in my life tell me that it has to do with taking my meds. Now, what's the barrier to taking, what's stopping me from taking my meds, one would ask? Well, let me explain that. Me, am currently in my grandma's apartment. Grandma, is in Bahrain, partying it up, living life lavishly, having all the fun in the world, while I, depressed, am here. We're in grandma's room. All of these things around her, here, all these things here are grandma's, except for that water cooler. Got that from upstairs. Let's focus on grandma for a moment here. What's the deal with grandma? That's right. She's old. But what's a better way for saying old? That's right. Elderly. She's young of heart, but elderly of mind and body and soul. She's an elderly soul. But elderly soul sounds weird, so what's a better way of saying that? That's right. Old soul. She's an old soul. She's young at heart, but old of soul. Key point here, she's old. Where am I? That's right. Here's grandma. She's old. Here's me. Young. Oh, not young. Fuck. This is gonna take so much editing. Do I have time for this? I do. Depressed. Now, what do these two things have in common? That's right. We both need to take meds. Now, I hope Grandma, wherever she is doing a good job of taking her meds. I am not doing a good job of that. Good God. Now, why is that? Why? So let's recap where we are. Grandma is in Bahrain. I am in Grandma's room. She is doing a good job of taking her meds. I am not doing a good job of taking my meds. She's old. Did I mention that? She's old. The problem is that I'm in her room. I'm in her apartment. The problem is that I'm in her apartment. She has a lot of her meds lying around. I hope they're not important. I have a lot of my meds lying around. This made more sense earlier in the morning. The problem is that in America, medications tend to come in these nice handy orange bottles. Here in India, they come in these annoying little tablets. Now, all of her meds look like these, and all of my meds, all of my meds look like this, and all of her meds look like this. They're very similar. They kind of look similar. So they've gotten a little bit mixed up. Have I been taking her meds? I don't think so. Where am I? Pause.
I got a little bit off track there, and it's late. It's actually, I need to edit this video, and once again, coming down to the line. So, we're going back to the APR, the very beginning, alright? And we'll go back down again. 0% APR. We'll put it 0 over there. We know what that means. APR is over here. We don't know what that means, alright? Now, 0, whenever they talk about it, they make it seem like 0 is a good number. Normally 0 is a bad number, but in this case, it tends to be a good number. So, whatever this is, that means that this, I don't know. Whatever. APR. Let's write that out again. APR. So, let's break this down bit by bit. Actually, I need to slow down. Let's break this down bit by bit. Let's start with A. What does A stand for? I don't know, but I can take a guess. APR usually has to do with cars, and those cars cost a lot of money. Usually, with that kind of money we're talking about, you need to take out, that's right, a loan. So we know...
Do the sprinklers turn on? Do we have sprinklers? Sounds like we do. Anyways.
So with the loan, you take out money. Loan is money. Money is loan. Money costs money. That's right. Money costs money. You need money to buy money. The more costly money is, costy money, the less you have of it. So you want cheap money. So this is probably talking about a loan, right? So now that we've established that, let's come back to APR, and we'll come back to the A. So what does the A stand for? We know this has to do with money. We know it has to do with a lot of money. We want cheap money, and it's a car. So, what are some money words that start with A? I can think of one, especially to do with loan. What's a word that starts with A that has to do with loans? I think of annual. So let's write that down. Annual. It could stand for annual something something, right? We got one down. Let's take a mosey on over to P. What's a P word? Well, we know that there's 0%. So maybe the P stands for percent. We got one down. Let's go over to R. What could R stand for here? It could stand for rate. Now, we're just throwing things on the board here. Nothing's permanent, right? We're just trying to figure out what's going on. What time is it? We're just trying to figure out what's going on. Annual percent rate. That actually might be correct. Annual percent rate. But science isn't built in one day, and neither was Rome. So we're going to try a few other options just to make sure. We have annual, but it could also be average. Another A word that I'm not sure what means, but I know sometimes thrown in there with math, money words is annum. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it means something. Let's go back to P. Another P keywords, let's use annual for example. Annual, per. Per could be something. We could also do potential. That one's a weak one. I don't like that one as much. We could also do private. That's right. Private. Let's go back to R. We have rate down. Let's try and see if we can come up with a couple more. Return. That's a good one. Return. Such as return on investment. That has to do with money and math. What's another one? Oh, no. Come on. The double tapping's crazy. Red, return, rate, rollover. That's right. Rollover. Right, so now we've got a couple options on the board here. We can try mixing and matching just to see how they sound out. We can try annual per return. Annual per return. 0% annual per return. That doesn't sound right. Let's try another one. 0% average potential rate. 0% average potential rate. That could also be right. 0% annum private rollover. Okay, I think we're moving farther away from the mark here. Annual, I'm feeling good about annual. Because if it's a car and it's a loan, annual, you're probably paying it off over a couple of years. Annual. Let's stick with annual for now. Annual percent, annual percent. 0% annual percent. Okay, see, here I'm going to take a big move here, and I'm going to say it's probably not percent. Why? Because we already have established it as 0%. So there's probably not going to be 2%. Annual per rate. Annual per return. Average per return. Average potential rate. Average per rate. Average percent rate. Nope. Average potential rollover. Return. It's probably a return. No, it's probably a rate. Because it's probably a loan. But what I don't understand, there's no I word. I would normally be interest here. So what is annual per rate? 0% annual per rate. 0% average percent rate. 0%. Okay. We've established that it's probably not percent. It's probably not rollover. It's probably not potential. I don't know what the word anna means. It could be average. It's probably not private. Private rate, annual private rate. Average public. Oh, public. That's another keyword. Public. Annual public rate. Annual public rate. Average public rate. No, that doesn't make sense. Per. Something per. If it's per something, it would have to be something. Average per year? Per year. But the annual's in the front, so annual can't be there if it's per. Average. Oh, but wait, he's the only one left. So it can't be annual. Average is the only one left. Hey, look at that. We're narrowing it down. Average per rate. That doesn't make sense. Per rate. 0% average per rate. Per rate doesn't make much sense. Per return. I think we got it, guys. 0% APR stands for 0% average per return. We did it. And all it took was a little mental math, a little mental effort. And we did it. We got it. We solved it. Maybe I can go to sleep after I finish this video. Now you might be asking me, I might be asking me, am I less depressed than when I started this video than when I ended this video? And the answer is, I still haven't found my meds. So no, I'm not. Things are the same. Things are about the same. But at least we have an answer now. So that's it for this week. You're welcome, Win, for the knowledge and the education you have received. Goodbye.